Hey, hello. Today we're going to look at one of my favorite features in Tycoon CloudWorks, and that is user management. Let's say we're building out a team of developers and we want to give them access to the CloudWorks dashboard. We can do that. So we'll come over to this icon over here. We'll click on users and it'll load up all the list of users that I've already loaded in. If I wanted to add more users, I could click this button, give them a username, a display name, and their email address, and that would send an onboarding email to them. And I can also pick their role if I want them to be a manager or a user. Cool. So I'm going to collapse this because I've already got 3 users loaded in here. This is my dev team. So that's 3 developers, Arvis, Gunther, and Ringo. And those are real people. They do have feelings. They are not just pictures of me in costumes. That's a lie. So I want to make sure they have the permissions they need to get their job done, right? So let me come over to this side over here and we can see we can edit which projects they have access to. And if I want to edit their information, I can click on update and that would give me the option to change their display name, their username, or even their role. So let's do that. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Arvis, I'm not actually going to give him any projects. If I click on manage projects, you can see he doesn't have any added. There's none to unassign. So we're going to see what it looks like when someone logs in without any projects assigned. Then there's Gunther. Well, Gunther, he's a tech lead. So I want to give him access to this team project that I've got set up right here. So I'm going to save changes. Okay. And then if I come over to Ringo, I want to edit Ringo. I want to edit his permissions entirely so that instead of being a user, he can help me manage things. So he's going to be a manager and he's going to be able to see everything within my account. Cool. Good for Ringo. So let's come back out to my projects. I've got a few set up, but this team project, right? I want to create a Kubeconfig for Gunther. I want to make sure that he can not only see the health of the project and see the cluster information, but he can also manage resources within this Kubernetes cluster, right? So I'm going to call this Gunther's config. I'm going to give him access to just the default namespace. He doesn't need to do too much here, right? But I will give him edit access. It never expires. Who gets access to this Kubeconfig? Well, it's going to be a specific user. It's going to be Gunther. See, he's already showing up in the list because he has access to this project. So I'm going to click add. Great, it was added. Cool. So created by me, and it's Gunther's Kubeconfig. It's not accessible for all. It's only accessible for Gunther. So now that we've done all this, right, as me, as the manager of this account, let's see what everyone else can see in their account. So you can see I've got a few different Chrome windows here. So the first one, we're going to click, this is Arvis. What can Arvis see? A refresh. Arvis can see nothing. He has nothing. He has access to nothing. Poor Arvis. Anyway, we're going to move on because Arvis can't do anything here. So we're going to look at Gunther. Gunther, if I refresh, he has access to one project. Let's take a look at that project. See, even in the menu, you can see they have a slimmed down view of what's available in CloudWorks, right, as a user. So I'll click on projects. There it is, team project, the only project that he has access to. I click on it. And can he see any Kubeconfigs? He can. Let's click on Kubeconfigs. There it is. There's Gunther's Kubeconfig. It's the only one that's there, but it's also the only one that he would be able to see. It's the only one that I've given him access to. Okay, so let's see what Ringo can see, right? When I first loaded this window up as Ringo, he was a user. Now he's a manager. So I'm going to refresh and Ringo should be able to see everything. Ringo can see everything within my account. He has all the permissions. So if I win the lottery and quit my job, Ringo can take over and he can manage Tycoon CloudWorks for my team. So with all of these permissions, I can build out a pretty complex set of permissions for what all of my teams, all of the teams that I manage, can do with all of their clusters. How awesome is that? Thanks for watching.